All right, welcome back to the playoff reveal show on the Andre Duke Show. Richie joining me this evening, and before we get this started, if you could do us the biggest favor, hit that like and subscribe button and help us grow this thing. This is going to be a shorter show tonight because I know everybody's got turkey plans. Richie has to wrestle his turkey into the brine bucket.
I do. I gotta go catch it up back.
Dude, could you imagine if you walked in the house with a live turkey?
Oh, my wife would freak. I think Zeke would go nuts. He'd try to go after it, shake it.
So there's that. I don't think we're going to have a change at all at the top of the CFP. Ohio State 1, Indiana 2. I think we're going to go probably A&M 3, which I think A&M should be 2 or 1. If you want to put the strength of schedule on it, I think A&M should be 1.
Right.
Because when Dan Landing did the whole thing, Oregon's combined schedule this year is 44 and 55. When he talked about SEC FCS weekend, I'm just saying 44 and 55 combined schedule. In other news, they're going through the minutia, explaining it to everyone like they're 2-year-olds as well. If you're watching the live broadcast,
Aren't they expanding it to 14 next year, Duke?
They pushed that day. ESPN released a deal that that they are how do I want to say this? They're pushing the date back. Oh, we already got reveals. Arizona, Tulane, Georgia Tech fell 7 spots. Pitt is in there. So hold on one second. I got to take this phone call.
Yeah. 9 and 2. Strength of schedule 73. Once we got SMU 21.
Sorry, I'm back. SMU at
You're
21. Cincinnati had to issue an apology as well today.
Forks up at 20.
More on that in a minute. Arizona State 20, Tennessee 19, Virginia, and we interlude USC because ESPN loves them. Some Trojans, as we could see from the waiting on the reveal show. Yeah, USC just put the boots to Purdue. Let's show highlights from a game that they lost. That makes sense, ESPN. Texas at 16.
I wonder if they beat A&M, they sneak in. Michigan 15.
Michigan, basically, they've put you in the position win and you're in.
Yep.
So, yeah, Michigan win and you're in. 1 game playoff. Also appreciate everybody out there watching. If you can do us the biggest favor, hit that like and subscribe button and help us grow this thing.
14. Who we got?
Okay. I'm on pins and needles over here, Rich. Pins and needles.
Vandy.
14. They're putting Vandy a win and you're in situation as well. Let's show. Okay, at least they're showing highlights from when they won. What are your thoughts? Should Vandy roll with the white lids or the gold lids with the white V?
I think the gold lids are pretty sleek. White lids are clean too. Utah at 13.
Yes.
When they got a win in their end. Miami.
So Notre Dame will be 10. No, they won't be 10. They'll be 8.
I was about to say they'll be 8.
Because I don't think anybody dropped out this week except Georgia Tech.
Hey, put them on.
They just love that catch from that Sunday night game against Notre Dame. Do you think
compare that to Odell?
Here's the other thing. Do you think if Miami was to play Notre Dame again, does Miami win that?
No, I think Marcus gets them ready and they take it to him. BYU 10-1, number 11.
The Stormin' Mormons. More on them in a bit. They had a run-in with the Cincinnati student section. You know, the weird thing is that the student section did that. BYU gave the Cincinnati Food Bank, I think the University of Cincinnati Food Bank, students struggling with hunger, gave them the single biggest donation in the food bank's history, and they turn around and do that to them.
I didn't even see what they did. What did they do?
They donated 27,000 pounds of food.
Oh my
to
God.
to the Cincinnati Student Food Bank for Alabama 10. To the food bank, single
Notre
biggest
Dame
9. Get it all out, Rich.
Trying.
Oh, Notre Dame highlights now.
Hey, that non-ACC game.
Yeah, where Pitt got absolutely dog walked. Okay, who's 8?
Ole Miss.
Oh, I wouldn't be shocked if they dropped him because Kiffin's leaving. If he does leave.
Baton Rouge he goes.
Oh, come on, give us 8. Oklahoma.
OU. The Fighting Brett Venables. Boomer Sooners.
OU, oh yeah. Why does Oklahoma do that? Why
do what, those alternates?
Yeah, those alternates look
Do you
awful.
remember those uniforms they had?
That were like
2017, the wood, they look like wood.
Oh,
like
yeah,
from like a schooner.
Yeah, that's
Then they stopped wearing them.
like if you want to wear throwbacks, that's fine, but don't.
Ole Miss 7, Duke.
So they dropped a spot. So not shocked by that. Who leapfrogged them?
Oregon 6.
Yep, Oregon jumped ahead of them. Ranked win at home. Ole Miss beat the piss out of Florida. So we're about to reveal the top 5 here.
Who could it be? Texas Tech.
Ooh. Gun signals or hand signals. In Texas, they like they like to hook them. They like what are the 6 shooters or whatever, the Georgia 4.
A&M 3, Indiana 2, Ohio State 1.
Yep. So that's where it sits. Tulane plays Texas Tech, Notre Dame, Oklahoma, Miami, Oregon, Ole Miss, Alabama, the Buys, Ohio State, Indiana, A&M, Georgia. First team out, BYU. Second team out, Utah. So they are staying chalk. They're only going to give the ACC and the Big 12 one spot.
If that's Notre Dame has a gauntlet to get to the title,
Yes.
but who's to say that they can't be done? Look what Ohio
Right.
State did.
Right.
Oh,
Now the teams in the gold with the gold squares must win their conference to get in. I think the playoff committee has this right.
yeah, I would agree. I think they got it right this time around. But it's rivalry weekend and
Throw the records
chaos.
out.
Throw all that shit. Throw it all out. Doesn't mean shit.
So they're looking at highest ranked 2-loss teams. Oklahoma, Notre Dame, Alabama, Miami are the top 3. So most likely we're heading for a collision course of A&M, Georgia, the SEC title game, Ohio State, Indiana. This is going to be very fascinating going down the stretch here.
Yeah, I mean, right now this week is prelim playoff matchups. The teams that need to get in.
Because they put out the percentage points of playoff teams on CBS. Basically, the Power Four, Utah's got a 17% chance, Michigan at 11. But I think that's all relative with Michigan because I don't know how you could keep Michigan out if they beat Ohio State.
Yeah, agreed. No, I agree. I mean, if they beat Ohio State,
they're going to be leapfrogging everybody in the Big 12 because technically for the year Michigan would have the best win of anybody in the playoff rankings.
mm-hmm.
I would argue that.
Do I want them to win? Hell no. I want Ohio State to handle their business as they didn't do it last year.
So they're comparing the playoff profiles between Notre Dame and Miami right now. Notre Dame is 3rd in the FPI, Miami 10, strength of schedule 12th.
Both are at 500 though, Duke.
Yeah, against ranked teams. But you got to remember Notre Dame lost at home to A&M, which is the number 3 team.
Yeah, right. Which was what, a 1-possession ball game. It wasn't like they got.
It wasn't even. It was a 1-point ball game.
Was it a 1 point? Yeah.
Because if they hang on to the extra point.
Oh, that's right. It was. Yep. It was the botch snap. Yeah.
Because I would say who wins the Big Ten will probably be the number 1 overall seed between Indiana and Ohio State. And if Indiana, let's say Indiana loses the Big Ten championship game,
put them at 5. You put them at 5.
No, I say no.
5.
Keep them. Put them at 4. I think the Big Ten winner and the Big Ten loser.
They won't.
They can't punish them for losing a conference championship game.
No, but they won't though.
I don't think that they put Penn State at 5 because Penn State's resume last year was bad. They didn't play anybody all year until they played Ohio State. That's true.
Yeah.
I feel like if, let's just say, Indiana and Georgia lose in their respective conference championship games, those are 3 and 4 to me. Because they would only have 1 loss on a neutral site to teams.
Right. Yeah, I do see your point there. But I think the committee would I don't think they do that though.
I think they would be smart to do that because you reward the strength of schedule. Because who are you going to give a bye to? Ole Miss. You don't even know if they have a coach.
They'll still do it. SEC bias.
No, I think they keep. I would, even if Georgia lost to A&M, I'd put Georgia at 4 and Indiana at 3. They deserve a bye. They went through the whole regular season undefeated.
But they did it win the conference championship game. And I get
Yeah.
that you can't punish, for them not winning the conference, but still.
If they do that, the conference championship games are over.
Yeah, exactly my point. They're not going to mean shit.
Because I think Sankey would go absolutely berserk. Tony Batiti would go berserk. Because it would be that you cannot do that, because what are you going to do? Put Texas Tech ahead of Georgia? No. The eyeball test tells you alone that's a lie. Oregon lost to Indiana at home. You can't rank them. You can't rank them ahead of Indiana. The Notre Dame thing's different. Notre Dame lost on the road, but Miami lost to 2 unranked teams. Hunter Yurachek said that. I don't know what else BYU can do. BYU's got to win their conference because they got UCF, and I don't think they played Texas Tech this year. Or yeah, they did, and they got blown out. So there's that. Looking down through it, I think I hate to be this guy, but I feel like putting a here's where the rubber meets the road. If Vandy beats Tennessee in Ohio State drops it to Michigan, do you drop Miami out if they lose their conference championship game and put a Michigan or a Vandy in?
Yeah, because they're a 3-loss team.
Yeah,
if Michigan wins,
because Michigan
you gotta put them in. As much as I hate putting them in there, I can't stand those assholes up north. But let's be real here. If they win that game up in Ann Arbor Saturday, and Miami loses, gets that 3rd loss, no, there is no way you put Miami in there. You shouldn't. There's no way a 3-loss team should be in there.
Because Miami's got to go on the road at Pitt. And you've seen what happened to Miami last year in the last game of the year.
Yeah, exactly.
Fran Brown. I don't think the Tulane. I love John Summerall. I think he's going to do great if he decides to take a head coaching job somewhere. I think he'll do really well. I just don't see how Tulane has a chance against Texas Tech. I would rather see Vandy.
Texas Tech, I think, would just they'd embarrass them. It'd be ugly. It'd be ugly real fast. It wouldn't be like it was with what Boise State and who Boise State played last year in the first round.
Oh, Penn State, they got crushed.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's an interesting. I think that's an interesting subplot. But as the matchups read, Pete Thamel just put this out on Twitter. So it would be Tulane traveling to Texas Tech, Lubbock. Notre Dame goes on the road to Oklahoma. Miami on the road at Oregon. If you're Miami, they didn't really do you any favors there. And then Alabama would come to Vaught Hemingway. And I think that would be – I've heard the beat writers talk about it, and they've talked about it in Kiffin's press conferences. That would be Alabama, Ole Miss at Vaught Hemingway would be the biggest game in Mississippi sports history in the state, is what they would have writing on that.
Yeah.
That place would be nuts. I think Oregon would be a great site. I think Oklahoma. I think all the sites that they picked for home games.
First round.
Yeah. Barring catastrophic failure, right?
Yeah.
Like if they didn't have to tie the bowl games into it, could you imagine what College Station would be for a playoff game?
That'd be a
It would
fun
be.
place to go to.
Oh yeah, it'd be electric. I would absolutely love to see what Texas A&M could do for a home game. But I think for as much as I've watched A&M this year, their fans travel like
Pretty good.
all the big brands. Like they had a whole section at LSU when they dominated the Tigers. I think A&M with the momentum they got, I think if I'm Oregon, that's a tough task.
Yeah, it's a very tall task. They're going into the Lions' Den down there. Truthfully, I'd love to see all the
It'd be
playoff games. I'd love to see all the play. I know it's not a perfect system. They got to tie the bowls in there. I get it, but I mean, seeing a um, semi-final game at I don't know Indiana Hoosier Stadium or Ohio Stadium or um, just
I th-
like the bowls out. Like how imagine how that atmosphere would be.
so I think I don't know what the semifinal bowls are, but I would assume Georgia is at um going to go to the Sugar Bowl. That's what I would assume. Because wouldn't they flip it? Because what was last year's semifinal? The Peach, and the Cotton Bowl.
Yeah,
So I don't know how the rotation shakes out, but it would be a huge advantage for Georgia to get the Peach and the Sugar Bowl,
yeah, because you're right down in the heart of SEC country. Yep.
and then um. Hold on, I gotta send this text.
Let me see where the playoff sites are.
Sorry, Rich. But because I know the Rose Bowl is going to be in there somewhere.
So the quarterfinals, you got Cotton Bowl New Year's Eve at 7:30. Then the Orange Bowl at noon, Rose Bowl at 4, Sugar Bowl at 8.
Sugar,
Yes.
cotton, rose, and what was the other one?
Orange.
Orange
So
Bowl.
you got 3 bowl games, 3 bowl playoff games on New Year's Day.
So I would say if this playoff thing stayed the way it was, I would say Georgia goes to the Sugar Bowl, send Ohio State to the Rose Bowl, Cotton Bowl A&M, and Indiana gets the Orange Bowl.
Yeah. Then the semifinals, you got the Fiesta Bowl and the Peach Bowl.
So barring the winner, I would put the Peach Bowl on the top of the bracket, just so you would guarantee yourself possibly getting Georgia in Atlanta. And the winner of the Fiesta Bowl would be either a combination of teams, most likely could be A&M and Indiana going to the Fiesta. And then you have a repeat of 2020, the Peach Bowl, Ohio State, Georgia. If it just stayed chalk, I'm not making any bold predictions, but
then you got the Natty in Miami.
Sure, Brian Kelly has flashbacks.
Jesus, who's calling me? Quinn. Sorry, Quinn's calling me. I don't know why she's calling me.
Yeah, oh yeah, that happens. But yeah, we'll wrap this up in about 5 minutes here. So there's that. Also wanted to touch on some of these other topics. I guess I'll ask the big question: did the playoff committee get this right?
I would say so.
Do you think
For
it's
now.
fair?
For now.
Do you think it's fair that they jumped Oregon over Ole Miss? Is that fair?
Yeah.
I guess if you took the win week by week.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't have you on the other night. Did you like the Heisman odds real quick? I'll just read the top 5. Tell me if you disagree. Fernando Mendoza, we're going to go rapid fired here. Fernando Mendoza's the leader according to CBS Sports. He's minus money to win the Heisman. Agree or disagree?
I disagree.
Julian Sayin, number 2 at plus 500.
Disagree.
Jeremiah Love tied at number 2 with plus 500.
Agree.
Diego Pavia plus 500.
Disagree.
Marcel Reed at plus 1,200.
What spot?
He would be 5th. A&M's
Oh,
quarterback.
I totally disagree with that.
Should he be ahead of Pavia, Jeremiah Love, Julian Sam?
He should be it should be Jeremiah Love, Marcel Reed, Sayin, then Mendoza.
Those are your 5 for Heisman. What about Gunnar
Those are my
Stockton?
5.
Has Gunnar Stockton changed your mind at all?
Still no. I still need to see how he does in the Iron Bowl.
Okay. You mean good old-fashioned hate?
Oh, good old-fashioned hate, sorry. I'm thinking of Tyler Simpson. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
He's out of the Heisman contention.
Yeah, that loss to Oklahoma kind of DQ'd him. But
Yeah.
real quick, we'll keep this moving. Lincoln Riley was asked by Oregon fans, extend Lincoln Riley to a lifetime contract. Lincoln Riley rebutted with, that might be the dumbest question I've ever been asked. As long as I've been a head coach, we have professionalism here. Fair or foul on Lincoln Riley's answer? I mean, the guy that left Oklahoma in the dead of night.
Yeah.
And wants to talk
foul.
about professionalism.
Yeah, okay.
Little rich for my blood, but we got 2 minutes here. SEC projected championship. This is what it is. If Texas beats A&M and Bama beats Auburn, we have Georgia, Alabama in the SEC championship. If Bama beats Auburn and A&M beats Texas, we could have Alabama, A&M. And then if for Georgia A&M, Auburn beats Bama and A&M beats Texas, we end up with A&M and Georgia. And then here's an unlikely scenario, which could happen. Auburn beats Bama, we get Georgia. Texas beats A&M, we get Ole Miss. Georgia rematch in Atlanta. Thoughts on that?
Georgia all day.
And then the big matchups that are coming into the weekend. Real quick, we're probably going to roll live tomorrow around 9-ish. That is the goal. Maybe 8:30, 9 o'clock tomorrow sometime. Just look for us on there. If you could do us the biggest favor, hit that like and subscribe button and help us grow this thing. And then we'll head into the Week 14 biggest matchups that I have on my viewing slate. I know I'm streaming Ohio State, Michigan, and Texas A&M. Those are for sure. And the Iron Bowl. I think I'm just going to watch Georgia Tech, and I think I'm just going to watch Ole Miss, Mississippi State. I already know which one's the big one for you. Michigan is a win and you're in my opinion. Oklahoma, don't screw up. Yep. Tennessee, it would be good to end the year on a win against Vandy. That would put Diego Pavia out of his misery, and he will be on to greener pastures. I think the team leading into this weekend, everybody wants to say that it's Ohio State. I don't think it's Ohio State. I think the team leading into this weekend with the most pressure on them is Alabama. The Tide cannot lose, Rich. They cannot lose this game. Cannot.
No, they cannot. No.
Because if you lose this game, I think this comes down to, I think they might riot. And it's on the road at Jordan-Hare at night. Nothing good ever happens at night for high-ranked teams at Jordan-Hare.
No.
A&M last year. So it's going to be an action-packed weekend. It's going to be a good time. You'll be seeing me and Rich. You'll be seeing our mugs all over this thing for a couple of hours this whole weekend. In my opinion, feast week. This is the greatest week in sports. You have college basketball going on. You have sports 24/7. Everybody's off. We're eating turkey. We're sleeping. We're watching football. We're watching basketball. Best time of the year. You have NHL on. You have NBA on. NFL. I don't know what else more that you could want other than Thanksgiving. The week of Thanksgiving is the best sports weekend out of the year. And also, one of the big things that with the Maui Invitational going on, I know some people that aren't big basketball people aren't going to get this, but it's really weird watching the Maui Invitational with no Bill Walton. It really is. Makes you put it in perspective. People can say what they want, but Bill Walton, great announcer, really just didn't really hit home until I started watching the Maui Invitational, and it's like, man, there's no Bill Walton. So there is that. If we don't see you by the end of Thanksgiving, I think I'm going to roll Thanksgiving night. Joe chimes in, miss Bill Walton too, Duke. Yep. So if we don't see you before the end of Thanksgiving, or if we see you Saturday, have a happy Thanksgiving. Hopefully everybody is safe out there. Do not drink and drive. That's my PSA. Don't drink and drive.
No.
So
get an Uber.
There's that.
Get an Uber.
Rich, anything going into the holiday season?
No, just a lot to be thankful for this year with us, with my group, my tribe, my girls and everything. We've had a great year, and looking forward to next year and everything, and can't wait to eat with family on Thursday night, and hopefully Saturday the Buckeyes take care of business, and then those guys get their gold pants.
We shall see, but appreciate everybody tuning in on this holiday weekend night. Appreciate everybody. Hit that like and subscribe button. That helps us grow this channel. Also, if you want to be in for all the content that we have going on, we're kicking the holiday weekend off right. We are streaming the night game, Texas A&M. Tune in. Probably start that coverage around right about 7:25 after the Georgia Tech game. So we're going to have that watch party, Ohio State, Michigan watch party, and then we're going to have the Iron Bowl to kind of end out the weekend. So there is that. Appreciate everybody, and we may do something Thanksgiving night with Bengals, Ravens. I'm not sure where I'm at yet, but keep an eyeball out. Turn on those bell notifications so you don't miss anything, and we will see you guys later. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.